Good evening. We are coming live from table 118 of Lake City. I am Councilwoman Nicole Singletary, and we would like to welcome you all to this week's Channel 9 Health segment, where the topic is weight loss options. And here we have our special guest and weight loss expert, Ms. Ryann Lee, to discuss her research and give us some insight on this national epidemic of obesity.
Thank you, Channel 9 News, for having me. First off, I like to say that I don't think of myself as an expert. However, I have paid close attention to a small population that can be used as a good representation of the population in general. I spent a great deal of time in the small rural town of Dillon, South Carolina. My team and I chose this county for two key reasons. I'm a healthcare provider in that county, so I'm a stakeholder there, and Dillon was listed as one of the 5 counties in South Carolina with the poorest health. This information was dispersed by the South Carolina Institute of Medicine and Public Health. That was based on access to health care, education, teen births, physical inactivity, household compositions, poverty, smoking, and you guessed it, obesity. It would be great to see improvements in all of these areas, but that's just not realistic. But I found that focusing solely on obesity can have a major impact in some of the other areas.
Okay, so Ms. Lee, I have a question for you. How does the population of Dillon County compare to the rest of the state or the nation?
Well, just like Lake City, it's based on the data that we obtained that the average reading level for Dillon is a 9th grade reading level. And this is comparable to the national reading level of 9th grade. Obviously you're going to have people that read above this level and far more below, but that's why we tailor educational material so that it's developed at the lower levels. The people that will benefit from this information are most likely to be the ones that won't understand it unless it's in layman's terms. Like, we cannot use healthcare terms when talking about healthcare because everybody doesn't understand that.
Okay. Ms. Lee, with all that being said, this brings us to your pamphlet that I see you have today about Weight Loss Made Simple 2014. Can you please tell us about that?
Most certainly. The pamphlet was written on a 5th grade reading level to appeal to your population that has the lower reading level. It was made to be culturally sensitive because the population in Dillon is comprised of some immigrants. You have people that come from Rwanda to work in some of the local plants. You have some of your Spanish immigrants that work on the farms. You have a large Indian population. So the dynamics of the population, we had to work towards that. The front panel, you see we have a child of a Spanish background, and we did this to appeal to all cultural backgrounds.
Okay.
The first panel, how to choose, and it basically tells you being overweight puts you at risk for serious health problems that can affect everybody's system. It affects your bones, it affects your lungs, it affects everything. There are many options for losing weight, such as your lifestyle changes, surgery, commercial products, and physician assistance. With your lifestyle changes, that includes things like just making simple cutting back, walking a little bit more, those type of modifications. Your surgical interventions are more, I would say, we would have to go into more detail as far as the cost or what type of surgery is appropriate for what type of patient. Your commercial products are such as Nutrisystem and things like that. Most of those are celebrity endorsed. Your physician assistants, what we're seeing now is a lot of your, like Dr. Satel in Florence, weight loss. He has a facility at the beach. He has one in Florence, and you come in and you get a physician to guide your weight loss program, and that may include medication, may or may not. The options for weight loss, what you need to think about when you think about your weight loss options is the fact that you have costs that are incurred with some of them. Your cost is going to include your membership fees. If you're going to join a gym, it's going to cost you. If you're going to take medications, the medication costs. A lot of the insurance companies will not pay for it. And even your surgical interventions insurance is not paying for it.
Right.
I mean, you're going to get an $8,000 bill if you want a simple surgery because it is not medically necessary.
And a lot of people don't have, you know, insurance and stuff.
Exactly. And the population that we are trying to target may not, you know, have insurance at all. So, and you also have to worry about your physician billing. When you're going to see a doctor for weight loss interventions, he's going to charge you. And along with back to your surgical interventions, you got to think about time missed from work. What if you have a complication? I mean, what if you have a complication and get an infection from that weight loss surgery? I mean, it's astronomical.
Yeah.
So what we try to encourage for everybody is healthy weight loss tips, which start with sharing a dessert. I mean, that's as simple as, you know, going out with your sweetheart and instead of, you know, having a dessert for yourself, taking 2 spoons, sharing a dessert. That's a great option. Tone up while you're tuning in. That could be listening to the radio, that is watching your favorite shows on TV, do a few sit-ups, walk around the house during commercials, just anything to get up and get moving. Use smaller dishes for your family and watch the weight come off. Take up a new hobby. I know right now it's not appropriate to go run out and play tennis, but you know, you might enjoy skating. Take the family out for skating this weekend. We encourage you to cook one meal for your family instead of cooking several different kind of meals, because what is encouraged when you do that is, okay, I'm gonna eat spaghetti, I don't like spaghetti, you're gonna eat fried chicken, and guess what, I'm gonna have some of your fried chicken and some of my spaghetti. So we don't want to do that.
I agree.
Encourage healthy snacks. That would be your veggies and your fruit. We want to make sure that we are eating those healthy snacks in between meals and throughout the day. Anything to burn calories, and that could be done as simple as parking at the far end of the parking lot.
You got some people that do not
That's
like to walk.
right. Do not look for that close park by the door at Walmart. Don't do it. Park at the far end of the parking lot and get those extra steps in. Lighten the foods that you love, the foods that you just absolutely have to have. You know, your mama's sweet potato pie, whoever's whatever. The foods that you love, we're going to make sure that we are eating less of those foods. And always, always, always drink more water. An important key to weight loss is drinking water. You want to reduce your calories that you're taking in with your beverages. So it would be great to, in between a beverage of your choice, drink a bottle of water. I mean, and that's a simple way to get your water intake in, but as well as, you know, reduce some of those extra things that you don't necessarily need. Save your calories for your food. Eat what you want to eat. And that was just the simple things that we put into the weight loss pamphlet that were simple to understand. The next panel, we left a space for you to put your progress notes, and that would be simply putting what your current weight is. Make a 30-day goal for yourself. I mean, if it's just to lose 5 pounds in 30 days, that's healthy. That's, you know, that's not drastic, and it's doable. 60 days, write down your progress. And then, I mean, your ideal weight, it could be a year off. But this was just a simple way to keep up with your progress. The motto is lose to gain. You want to lose weight to gain a better overall health status. And that's it.
That was very good. I really enjoyed that.
Well, thank you, and thank you again for having me.
No problem. And once again, I'm going to say thank you to you, because, you know, I'm pretty sure you had a lot to do today, but you took time out to come to Channel None News and share this moment with us and share some information to you guys. But that is all that we have for you today. Thank you once again, and we're out.